Hey, man, y'all tune back in. The boy in the hip hop, man. Everybody team, man. It's been a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't probably went live in a minute, man. About 2 weeks, man. You know, real life shit, man. You know, man. I've been uploading, though. Y'all been tapping into, man. Y'all should have seen what's going on, man. You know, salute everybody still tap in, man. You know, we still going up. Still doing what we can do best, man. It's grind, man. Salute that grind, man. Trying to make this shit happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can tell by the title, man. We got one motor on tonight, man. We're gonna check out Gene Deal last big night, man. It's part 3 of it, man. Y'all know big Gene Deal, man. All over this motherfucker internet. Yeah, not just it was since he came. It's 8 years old, 7 years old. Saying a lot of what happened and all this. We just gonna take a look and see what the fuck we talk. But I heard a couple times, like, man, that ain't some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. I heard another on shout out to No Joke, man. He had something on the name U Johnson, man. Yusef Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He said Big James said the mother road for 14 and a half motherfucking years. Y'all heard what I'm saying? The nigga on there, Choke No Joke, man. They got the towel in here, he got it on the block. You see his background, like nigga I'm from. You might say Big James Deal said the motherfucking river, man. For 14 and a half fucking years. I'm like, what the fuck? Now we know he was a room officer and all this. It's all by the time you make the $100, man, get the honest money, man. But you know what I'm saying? He been straddling the fan. He been talking about he is fleeing on another grown man nutsack for the last 8 years. Now y'all probably wondering, how these folks laying on another man nutsack? I'm gonna tell you how. Focusing in on another man nutsack is every day that you wake up, that is your trending topic of your life. Damn it. If you go listen to any interview about Gene Deal, man, it ain't one interviewee on her like, well, Gene, how was your life? What did you do? What other celebrities you bodyguard? All that. Title of his book. Y'all see it, celebrity bodyguard. Look, a lot of shit come to light about this Gene Deal shit. I've been saying. So I heard him say one foul thing, Puppy did for the corner, man. Listen to what I'm saying, man. Out of all the interviews, it's too many to count, man. Fingers, hands, any type of limb, any type of thing to count when you're gonna run out of, have to go get some more. People don't count because he has made probably 1,000 interviews, 1,000 clips, 1,000 shorts, all of them focused. It did it. I didn't live it life. Who balls did it with Jiggy? I saw him did it in there jiggling ball. He in there with the old man, Turkish bath, hot steaming, butt naked bath. All type of gossip and bullshit, man. Just some crazy shit. Now that the trial went on, yeah, the shit was going on. I was observing this conversation. Shout out to the other dialogue. You gotta do the confession, man. Love to say, I'm not trying to send him to jail. I don't want to see him in jail. How, bruh? What you want to see him in, man? You want to see him in paradise? You want to see him in a motherfucker, people in a white couch, sitting on a motherfucker unicorn, a blunt of gas, damn it. What do you want to see him at, man? Talk about how you talk. And where I'm from, I don't know where y'all from. How y'all operate, you know, the tips of the street or just normal life here, but the way you talking is like if you want that nigga go forever. And now I started with this conversation where he had on this when he made this, man. So we're gonna start this off, man. We're gonna go to the last part. He got 3 parts. Biggie Lane, y'all know he stretched it out, he made a book, all that. He did a whole lot of shit, but I'm gonna tell y'all one big thing too before we get into all this. That nigga wasn't even supposed to be watching Biggie. That's what he say. That's one of the big narratives of this whole big thing. His coming out of his lips and out of his mind. I wasn't even Biggie. Biggie wasn't me. I wasn't supposed to watch Biggie. book about Biggie, store about Biggie, interview about Biggie, man, document. We did a lot of shit. We got a lot of money off this shit. So we just gonna dig in and tap in. I said, we ain't finna go investigate. We ain't gonna none of that. He put this shit on the news, man. So we finna see what the fuck happened. Hit the like button. We gonna start out about 5 minutes into it, man. Cause the first part really ain't shit. Really, this part here ain't no. We just gonna start about 5 minutes into it. You know, we gonna break it down and see where he may be not telling the truth or not telling us what the fuck happened, man. Cause you can make a lot of money off this shit, man. Okay. Honestly, man, it ain't gonna make. I ain't saying I want anybody to get murdered or lose their life, but it ain't making us no difference. But outside people, for some reason, it's something very important that Big Gene off his chest. This is a senior citizen, man. We got her still reminiscing about the shit happened 35 years ago. So we gonna see what the fuck happened, y'all. Hit that like button, please subscribe.
The fans was only stories, and I was getting tired of, you know, and lying by telling this story. You know, he wasn't being truthful at all. And people want to sit there and say, well, and he take humanistic value story because we made, and the mistakes that were made took somebody's life. Took somebody their father, took somebody away from their friends and their family. The mistakes that he made. You understand? So, like I said, if you got a chance, you haven't viewed it, and you just turning into the third installment.
Hey man, we ain't in the high early night, man. To be in the thing.
Now, his fibula bones are broken and his thighs are fractured. Understand? So, taking our time, we go to the very back of where the pump is at. We got table set back. You understand? I see Ed Lover, and they got another J, but Ed Lover, he's on the microphone and everything. Say what up, Ed. We go to the back, we go back there and we sit Big down. Puff told the guy, yo, bring me all the bottles you got. Bring me all the bottles you got left. You understand? And we're sitting down. I'm the individual directly behind the notorious Big. And if you ever Lover, Big, Puff, and they got my head cut off, but I got number 4 and a Mecca Audio shirt. Because not Mecca Audio, a Mecca because I used to always wear Mecca. Puff used to get mad at me. He wanted us to wear Sean John, or he wanted to wear his stuff, and I would never wear it. I would wear Mecca. I used to like Mecca stuff. Mecca.
See, man, I'm gonna be honest. When Puff asked that man, whenever he talking about, hey, Big Gene, come here, Big Daddy, what you wearing tonight? I don't know. I don't got nothing to wear, Puff. Wear this Sean John shirt. And when he refused to wear that shirt, when he should have kicked him in his ass, Puff, and you knew he wasn't straight. This is an insubordinate worker. I'm your boss, motherfucker. Put this shirt on. What the fuck are you talking about? You now? You gonna advertise for somebody who ain't cutting you no chick, or is they cutting them a chick?
Fast, you know, back in the day, and they, you know, keep me with boxes and fresh jerseys like that. So I used to wear their stuff. Mad at me, man. Listen to him. I ain't feel. You understand? And he knew he couldn't run me like that. Listen, the thing ever been regular about me was the gas I pumped. You understand? I ain't dressing how I wanted, and Sean John wasn't a thing for me. So now, even later on, Wolf used to make sure that I got boxes and everything like that, because at the time, I, you know, a few things here and there, like, Gene should be getting boxes too. So, you know, either go down. So we back at the party, and I'm behind Big. So for me, yo, don't go. Stay behind, stay with Big all the time. Look at him. And he was running back and forth party. You understand? Going to DJ.
See my head and say this too now. He has really said this outspokenly, several platforms. Biggie wasn't my man. I don't have to watch Biggie. Biggie. I don't watch Biggie. Now, I'm just saying logical conversation. Like, your boss told me you've been talking about Biggie, you've been watching Biggie. And y'all, mind y'all, this nigga is the head of security, blaming other people for a security breach. You are the head of security, brother. That's like Puffy blaming someone, I repeat, or blaming him that one of his artists didn't go platinum. Why would you blame security because your artist didn't go platinum, nigga? Vice versa. Y'all see what I'm saying? So this is starting off with some contradicting bullshit anyway, as I was here.
And everything like that. And they playing hypnotized like crazy. You understand? And you know, bringing girl to Big and everything like that. He said, he's telling Big, yo, Big, we gonna give a swim party tomorrow. You understand? I'm getting these girls at the crowd to come. And he'll bring the girls over. He said, yo, Gene, she gonna come to the party tomorrow. And so I said, yeah, all right. So then he'll leave again, you understand? And Big was over there drinking and everything. So Big told Lil C's, yo, Lil C's, go find smoke. Because they didn't even have no smoke. So he said, Lil C's, find some smoke. So Lil C's went out and C's brought 3 girls back. And I think they may have been from Brooklyn. I'm not overheard to say they had family in Brooklyn or they were from Brooklyn. Stayed on the right side of it at the time, and then they moved over towards the left side. So D-Rock came over to me.
Yeah, man. Understand what he's saying, man. Everything he's explaining to us to do with security, you are getting girls' names, go back and forth, worry about the wrong thing. Maybe that's the problem, and that night that Biggie got took the fuck out. The spirit was doing everything but what he's supposed to be doing. It kind of baffles me, a guy like Puffy and Biggie want to have some other nigga or woman taking down women name of somebody he gonna bring to a bar when you deceive, like you say, from places we don't know, that they were gonna come get y'all. So you should have said, look here, Puff. Hey, yo, Puff. I don't know. I ain't write down nothing. See, you supposed to confront a Puff right then. That was real security. Would have been like, hey, hold on, Kimbo. Did I just tell you what's going on later? I told you these folks coming. So you didn't just stop them right there. You just said, okay, Puff, what's her name? So now you're a secretary.
Me and D-Rock said to me, Gene, I ain't just with her. I said, yo, Rock, these niggas is coming at us tonight. And Rock said, yeah, all right, man, I got you. He stayed to out of Big, like looking at Big the whole time. Didn't take his eye off of him and didn't move. Rock ain't drink nothing. Rock ain't smoke nothing. I on Big the whole time. You understand?
Let me start reading fuck it up. I'm telling y'all, every time I get to talking to you, right? So everything I do.
Understand? And put her under my shirt. I kept her in my hand the whole time. You know, I was behind Big. So Puff would come back, remember her. Yo, do you remember her? Yo, and Big said, how the fuck is G gonna remember all these girls you bringing up? So then Puff went away again. And so he started, you know, going to the gym. They was playing hypnotized, you know, and one guy came up, he had a Death Row pin on, he had a suit on. He said, yo, man, you know, I'm from Death Row, but I just want to let y'all know, yo, I just want to meet Big, yo, for music, you know what I'm saying? All this other shit, I don't give a fuck about it. Big said, yeah, all right. So then, and I remember him, and it was Keefe D and a couple other guys that was with him. And Big got like he didn't even something like that. And I remember because we was shooting dice in Vegas, and we was shooting dice in the hotel in California.
Now, see, y'all gotta understand how they said Keefe D walked up and Biggie act like he didn't know him, but he should know him. They was shooting dice in Vegas, man. Y'all know what the fuck happened in Vegas, man. Y'all know what happened in Vegas. We ain't talk about that right now. But he said they was shooting dice in Vegas and in LA. You know what I'm saying? So Big Jim around that motherfucker walking around like he's some type of kingpin, money getting food. You know what I'm saying? He all the dope boys and criminals, but he say he ain't one. Show me where in America you hang around dope boys and criminals, you're not a dope boy or criminal. I'm just saying.
You understand? He was and Tretch would come up there. Tretch came up there one time eating dice. It was all us. It was Tretch, Keefe D, D-Mac, me, and Puff was in his room at the time. And Tretch had OJ daughter on the thing. I forgot her name again. I don't know if it was Olivia or something like that. Daughter, but she was with Tretch. But she was nice. Tretch used to, we was on the road with Tretch on that Jodeci tour. And he was the man all the time. He would go out with us to the parties and everything like that. We have time, we rip and run, but Tretch always was nice. And Tretch used to always gamble with Puff. They used to do some old dumb shit, 1,000 down, and say whoever got the
Big Gene name should be gossip. It's all Big Gene do. Big Gene should have came to the internet and said, you know, I used to bodyguard Puppet. I used to go by Big Gene, but you know what my name finna be? Since everybody blogging and shit, my name finna be Big Gossip. Cause I'm finna tell Trich business. I'm gonna tell Job Group. I'm gonna tell Biggie. I'm gonna tell Keefe D. I'm gonna spill the beans like I work in a bean factory. Jack, that's what he should have said. That's what I'm calling him now. When he reference around me, I'm gonna be like, who you talking about? Big Gossip. What do you gossip about?
Roll. You roll. Who the highest, they pick up the old shit. So when Puff came out the room, they started that shit again. And I just got out the dice day. I'm not losing my money like that. That one roll shit, nah, I'm not doing that. I met Keefe D in them hotel from gambling, and I remember him, you know what I'm saying, because all us went to Vegas, you know what I'm saying, from out the concert. They were doing a concert in Vegas, so we left LA, we all drove down to Vegas to do this little concert, and remember them from the hotel and gambling. So I Big, yo, this is Keefe and them like, this out here like that. Big said, yo, what's up, man? What's going on? Gave him a pound and everything like that, and that was it. They stayed, you know, to the right side, over in front of, behind like D-Rock. You understand? So, you know, the, you know, party jumping and everything like that. Put Nina away, and I wrote on a piece of paper, and this shit is like some serious satire. I put "ow" on the paper. So Puff came on and said, yo, make sure you remember her. And he said,
see, man, I would feel very disappointed and mad if I was Puff or anybody that hired him to be my security out the years. If this is what you remember from tonight. Now, but when me listening to this nigga talk, you would think he's the dad off taking, man. Like, I'm going to find you. He don't give a damn where you at. How he sounded. Hey, man, it's not one time, man. I carry about 60, judge about 12. I mean, judge about 12, carry about 6, man. I got my gun. All this bullshit. You reference telling us a highlight of the night Biggie died is you wrote on the paper after you tucked away Miss Nina. I remember. What the fuck will you remember? The girl's name?
Look behind me and say, man, you ain't gonna fuck. And then I put the paper up like this. I'll remember. And Big start laughing. You understand? The kids start laughing. And, you know, they start smoking with the girls. You know, they knew somebody from Brooklyn. Was 3 of them. And smoking with them, they was laughing, they was having fun. And we up in the museum where it was like cars that was worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. You understand? So, you know, they start saying that the fire department is going to shut the apartment because it was too much smoke. It was too much smoke. So
that's a key moment to when we tell it. Remember, everybody listening. The fire department, meaning emergency services, are there. They're about to shut down the party. The fire department is there. Remember that, people. The fire department, EMS, EMT, whatever they want to call it, is on the scene already. Remember that.
Yeah, they shut. So when the party got shut, and we said that we were going to, you know, decision that we started leaving, going to give them a certain time to get down the steps because of this. So what I did was I gave Nina to Paul, and I said, yo, watch Big. I'll be right back. So when I went downstairs, I got the drop.
He said he gave Nina to Paul. Why would he give Nina to Paul? Nina is the 9mm. Why would he give that to Paul? Paul is an officer from out there. Why would Paul need to get some arms, some from him? Why? Just listen to the story that he said. Nina, all the police, y'all, from California, damn it.
They had me and G them. We had 2 Suburbans right in front of the door. So when you hear Lil C say, our Suburbans drove up and stuff, nah, they was already downstairs before we even got there because I made sure they was in front of the door that we came into. So we'll leave out of there. So now, Big is taking his time to get downstairs and everything like that. It was 20 of us. When I counted, it was 11. So I'm like, well, all these motherfuckers who was with us, and they talking we rock and load together, and where they at? To go to Steve Stout's house, giving a swim party and a pool party in one of the mansions up on in the hill. And
so now this man saying it was 20 people, and now there's 11. So that means it took him some time to stand back after he went and retrieved the car. So he's doing all type of jobs, not security. So now you valet, was security, so them 2 jobs you ain't supposed to be doing, man. You know, in a secretary, whatever you want to call it, you are the head of security, let you tell it. Ain't nobody under your curve getting hurt, period, nigga. Top notch, nigga. You like laying nails in it. No, I'm just saying, that's how you be talking.
Cali. So they had already left us there. So 23, we was locked together, had turned into 11. So now we come downstairs, Big gets in his car. Puff get in the car yet. Puff is acting like he looking for somebody and looking like he's steady to go get girls to bring me so we can leave. So I'm like, this ain't like dude right here. When Puff leave, security ain't driver there. He will jump in there and leave your ass. This is this kid. I've been from years. But Puff is looking back and forth and going to get girls. And then I'm like, yo, Big, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Why we ain't leaving? said, yo, check your man. And I was like, yo, Pup, what's up? He said, we gotta wait for Paul and them get their car out. And I was like, wait for Paul and they got their car? Inglewood police officer. How he having to get this?
Do y'all hear that again? I'm going to be whining a little bit. Try to remember who Paul is. He said he gave Nina to Paul. Why would you give Nina to Paul? You just said this nigga's an Inglewood police officer. But why would he even take your gun, nigga? I'm a motherfucker. Police, I ain't taking your gun, pussy ass nigga. Fuck is you trying to set me up? That was Paul probably bad though when it said it didn't really happen. Let me whining now. Make sure we ain't got ear stuck in our ear, man. Make sure we ain't dazzled by the big G with the punchline. But I heard this clearly, people. I know y'all did too.
When Puff leave, if security ain't ready and the driver, he will jump in there and leave your ass. This is this kid, Mo. I've been with him for years. But Puff is looking forth and going to get girls. And then I'm like, what's up? You don't say, why we ain't leaving? I said, yo, check your man. Yo, Puff, what's up? He said, we gotta wait for Paul in the car out. And I was like, wait for Paul, they car? This guy is a police officer. How he having problems getting in his car? He from out there. Understand?
Not to mention, y'all, before you go any further, and before we forget, that nigga said, I went and got the cars and made sure they were parked in front of the door, the same door we came in. So why would Paul even be going to get the cars if you already did the valet job? You just said it. Two contradictions don't make sense. So you telling me Paul had to go get a car after you already left? So you said Paul, so who was watching Biggie? If Paul went and got the car and you told him to watch Biggie, after you gave him your gun, you went down there to get the damn car, who was watching Biggie then, bro? It wasn't nobody on Biggie then. If he supposed to been watching Biggie and he gonna get the car, some of you folks already went did. I'm confused like a motherfucker.
Flash your bag, go get your shit, and that's it. Matter of fact, you should have been had your car. So now, to the side of the museum. Now, on the other side, it's the fire department, the police department, because some ruckus or something had happened all the way on the other side. See, people got it confused. They said it was 1,000 people out at the museum and they got let out.
Hey man, he just blew it. I didn't even peep his time. Then the police was there too. They already there. They already there. You just saying it clearly, man. You ain't in shop. You ain't forget a shit. Remember this part too, people. That man said, police, the fire department on the other side of the building already there. Shit. So they already on the scene. Damn it. Huh. Oh yeah, cause they just at the party now. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta remember that. That's why I told y'all remember the fire department shut the party now. Remember that now. He just said it out his mouth. He reiterated. They already on the scene now. So we have 2 emergency contact people already on the scene. You know what I'm saying? What's the other one? The ambulance? See, the ambulance with the fire department. So everybody that will be needed is already there, y'all.
Nah, bro. They was on the whole other side of the museum. You understand? We was on the opposite side, and there was nobody out there. It was nobody right at museum.
Somebody filmed him getting in the car because they said, there go Biggie, type it in. Biggest Mo last night hopping in the car. It's gonna be a VHS tape, somebody taping it. Clearly view, people outside, about 30, 40, 50 people. So another contradiction there.
Museum, because when we pulled out to the driveway, we stopped. We were waiting for Paul and the guy from Inglewood to get their truck out. Any other time, Puff would have left them on a cell phone and told them, yo, this is where we at, this is the address, this is where we going. But he stood right. So Puff is in the driveway of the museum. Big is right directly behind him. You understand? Waiting for Paul's car. We waiting for Paul and them to get in their car. So now, for sitting in the car.
How long was y'all gonna wait on power, man? I thought power pole been already here the goddamn car. Then y'all, nigga supposed to already been in the car, man. But really, it's still saying that Biggie is not being took care of if you on Puffy, and you gave Brother Gunn told him to be on Biggie, and Puffy told you to be on Biggie. So if you supposed to be on Biggie, he told you to stay on your assignment, he went ahead and nobody on him. Would have left him open. But since you so dedicated and truly motherfucking Kevin Costner, you stayed on your man, looks like it. And didn't care about nobody else and say that you was worried and the kid, I got all the kid and laughing and joking and all in his business and telling on him. Fake ass shit, man.
I'm playing the wall, watching Puff, and this one guy comes up, he has a shirt with blue stripes. He just came and walked through the...
Don't nobody went out there. So where did he got? This nigga just fell from the sky all of a sudden, man. He said, it wasn't nobody out there. Well, that's somebody. You saw him. You described what he was wearing. Contradict. You shouldn't.
Museum like that. So I looked at him. He left, looked at the museum, then he went back down. I said, okay. So to Paul. Paul still had my girlfriend with him. You understand? I said, Paul, you see the guy in a white shirt? He said, nah, what's up? I said, nothing. He said, Paul.
So imagine this, y'all. Y'all at a party, a major party, threats have been on y'all life. This nigga walk up to you while you chilling, trying to stay on your coat, be like, hey man, you see the nigga in the green shirt? You like, what's up? What's up with him? And he say, nothing. That is all fake. Not to mention, the girls Biggie now was smoking that weed and shit with outside too. You said there were 3 of them, so that's 4 people. Damn it. Is that what?
How far? I said, your Puff good, he's straight. So we stood out there. They still having a problem getting their car. So he has the blue white shirt, blue bow tie, peanut head. He walks up there like he walking towards Puff car.
Yeah, number 3 and number 5.
At this time, I got Nina. Listen here, I know how boys in Cali roll. My brother used to be out there in Sacramento. You understand? And niggas do drive-bys, bike-bys, whatever. You understand? And I go by this law all the time. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. So I got that shit right up under my shirt. You know? And dude walks up, and he's about 10 feet from Puff car and from me. And I lowered my, and he hit me dead in my face. Looked him in his face, he didn't say nothing. Now, the reason why looking like, because I'm thinking he's doing security out there, because he's like from the Nation of Islam. But I still remember, you know, the situation we had the Nation of Islam in Soul Train. And I still remember Mustafa told me, that son, he said, when a brother from the Nation of Islam look you in the eye, he is taught to humble himself by saying, this ain't said.
You shut that nigga lips up. That nigga lying. I'm glad Paul was just like, that nigga lying. Google it. If you speak to them, they're supposed to speak back. That's their rule. Look it up, damn it. If you speak to them and greet them, they're supposed to greet you back. If you don't say nothing to them, they ain't gotta say nothing to you, man. You man is puffing hot air. I ain't no Muslim, so look at all my Muslim brothers though. Somebody Muslim, come on here, please help me and tell him this. Or anybody with Google on their fingertip, man, whatever. This nigga lying.
So right now, I'm on point with him. He looked me in the eye, and he know, at this time, if he does something, he ain't getting paid for me doing nothing to me. He don't get no kudos for that. If you do something, he turns and walks right back down the street which he came from. And I seen him walk when he got out of my sight. You understand? So I go to Paul. I say, Paul, is the Nation of Islam security? You know that? He's like, yo, I don't know. This just walked up to Puff's car. And he said, yeah? I said, yeah, he walked up to Puff's car. He said, what happened? I said, nothing. He good. Again.
Y'all some dumb at learn. Dumb is such a harsh word, people. Let me not say that. These people, I ain't gonna say they slow. They're just, he's not up to speed. Let's say that. Big Gene is the speed people. If you don't think we're gonna catch up to what he's saying. What are you talking about, man? Y'all, I'm telling y'all in here for the punchline game. Don't care. All this here is jibber jabber, blue bow tie. Now your top nine boss is the police, man. You say he Inglewood police. It's your second or third dumbass question you ask him in the last 5 minutes. And his response ain't roasting your way. I would have way. If I was, I'd be like, man, why you spooking me, bro? I would have went off on Big Gene. What's up with you, Big Dad? I would have went off. I'm saying, because you the only one walking around up and kill you. It seemed like everybody else was going about their routine, man. You the only one around there seeing nigga walk over with blue bow tie, blue suits. You Big Daddy. That was you.
Right. So now I said, are we ready? He said, yeah. So now, on to the side of the...
Hey, man, this nigga lying back. I tell y'all this shit. How you asking Paul several questions when you supposed to be gonna get the car? He supposed to be gonna get the car. You done asked him several questions while y'all waiting on him to get the car. You said we waiting on Paul to get the car. He should have been had his car. That's what you said. But during this time, you telling us, you asking him several questions. You said you walked up on him, said something else to other nigga, said something else. What? Did he go get the car? Or I'm missing. I know I ain't missing nothing. The man's Paul is going to get the car. He went off because he ain't already have his car. Instead, why you ain't got your car? Just flash your badge and get your shit. You never said he came back with the car, none. In between this, you out there waiting, drive to the other side of the street. Now you say you asked Paul 3-4 questions. Why he going to get the car? You walked up to him why he going to get the car and asked us a question. Y'all think about that. That man walked up to Paul and asked him about some weird looking niggas. Why Paul going to get the car?
Now his car's parked all the way along, all the way to the corner. We on the side of those, right? So first 5 or 6 cars, there was nobody in their cars. I checked, I seen, there's nobody's car. It was about 4 or 5 cars up in front of us. I didn't go check the cars.
I'm gonna play this part again, man, because this real shit to the story. See, he can go back and say this shit, man, and think we ain't up to speed like he ain't. I'm up to speed, Big Dad. So you already telling us out your mouth. See, I'm not going to look, I ain't asking nobody nothing, man. Let a person talk enough, they gonna say some bullshit. This man said, I, meaning him, Big Gene, look, I'm security. I walk down the sidewalk. We're gonna say, there were 9 cars right there. He said he checked 5 on them. I guess he was too fucking lazy to walk up the street and check the other 4. If you security, you go check every fucking car. You came out here, he halfway did his job. Obviously, if it's 9 cars, you check 5. 50% did your job, bro. Once again, not what you remembering shit, writing down, I'm gonna remember. You know how much Biggie content working all this bullshit? Let me run it one more time and let you tell the world how you halfway did your motherfucking job the night Biggie died.
came from. You understand? So now I go to Paul. I say, Paul, is Islam doing security here?
Once he asked Paul, this is when I just clicked. Now he asking Paul a question, y'all. Well, Paul supposed to be going to get the car. Why he asking this question? He lying, y'all. He lying.
Yo, I don't know. Yo, this dude just walked Puff's car. And he said, yeah? I said, yeah, he walked up to Puff's car. He said, what happened? I said, nothing. He good, again, right? So now, I said, are we ready? He said, yeah. Now, we've drive onto the side of them. Now, his car's parked all the way along the side.
Why y'all just didn't lead in? Why y'all come? I don't understand. Y'all do a lot of driving when y'all in the car to the left. But I don't understand what's going on. Because you saying y'all moving the drive, but at the same time, you saying you walking up to a nigga that's supposed to be going to get his coffee from the parking garage. This is crazy shit, y'all.
Out of the museum, all the way to the corner. We on the side of those cars, right? So the first 5 or 6 cars, there was nobody in there. Those cars, I seen nobody in those cars. It was 4 or 5 cars up in front of us. I didn't go check those cars.
Half-ass nigga.
You understand? So now we on the side of the museum and we about ready to go. So go, Paul and them is in their car now. I said, yo, Paul, you straight? I said, you all right? He said, you all right? Paul give me, no, he still had my girlfriend with him. You understand? I said,
let me find that car right here.
I said, yo, this dude just walked up to Puff. And he said, yeah? I said, we going to Steve. You know, Puff got a call, and they got a party up there in the hills or whatever like that. You understand? He said, yeah, we going out? I said, yeah. I said, ready? We ready. So now, Puff get in the car. You know, Puff is already in the car and everything like that. So then Puff was telling me to get in the car. To y'all. I said, y'all just go ahead. I'm gonna ride on the side of the car. At that time, you know what I'm saying, I'm 6'7". I was 265. I'm 6'7", 315. At the time, I was a lot lighter. So I said, yo, I'm gonna ride on the side 3 blocks. Puff was like, yo, Gene, we don't need that. I said, what are you talking about? We don't need that. He said, yo, Gene, we don't need that shit. I said, yo, bro, don't tell me how to do my job. He said, yo, Gene, if you don't get in this car right now, you ain't gonna never bab again. I said, bro, you gonna tell me how to do that? He said, yo, Gene, you ain't gonna never work for Bad Boy again.
Imagine that though, y'all. No employee, somebody you paying their salary, a check every week, asking you gonna tell me how to do my job? You goddamn right! Nigga, look, that don't seem fair. You are talking back to the boss. How you wanna look at it? You insubordinate grown man. You don't like the job, take your ass back to the probation office, lock niggas up like you been doing. I'm just, what y'all think? This insubordinate or what? You don't wanna wear the clothes. Don't want to listen to him. The job you be very persistent and consistent about, ain't on it. You saying this nigga's supposed to come take y'all out. That ain't what you enforcing. You worry about riding on the side of the car like you motherfucking Dukes of Hazzard or something. Like you finished the commercial. That what you trying to do, Gene? That y'all shoot a burger commercial.
So all those little pictures you see and everything like that, and car getting ready taking off, I'm the last one getting in the car, you understand? Because we had that exchange right there, you understand? And I got in the car. This motherfucker got his seat all the way back. I'm 6'7", he got his seat back and like doing that shit on purpose. You understand what I'm saying? So now, I'm on the seat, you know, with my legs sideways, you understand? Because this motherfucker won't let his seat up. I tell Kenny was our driver at the time. He was from California. And I said, Kenny, run the next 3 lights. He said, why? I said, Kenny, let me drive then, bro. You ain't gonna run the next 3 lights. And Kenny said, yeah, all right. So now, the light. I checked the scene with Paul. Everybody good, everybody good. Yeah, everybody straight. Paul said, yeah, everybody fine. We go, light.
Did he tell the folks to run the light? He just said, run the light. Why would you tell them to run the light? Why are you so scared? What is the panic? Why do you have to run 3 lights? What's the cause you not yelling back to them? Hey, light, man. The motherfucker gonna let go. If it like that, I'm just asking.
Tone, who's in the car with me, Big them ain't coming. Big them see, because Tone was sitting by me. I could only see in front of me because I couldn't turn all the way around because of my leg. Tone said, yo, those 3 girls on the side that Big was talking to, you understand? At the party, they was still talking to him downstairs.
They go to country, still outside. There wasn't nobody out there, man. We just in the goddamn it, we really gotta have 10 people we can name, because there gotta be somebody who telling him to flash his badge to get his car. So some valet niggas out there walking around. He gotta get his, we gotta do 3 girls. The people across the street is filming him. It's talk. Look, it's about 50 people out there, y'all. Over exaggerated. He just kind of baffling, man. He been telling this story. Ain't nobody sit down and be like, it sound like some smoking cigarette, just enjoying the beautiful day, listening to this story. I'll be like, who wrote this story? Who the fuck wrote this? It's alright. I'll be like, this boy, there's some blemishes somewhere. Who wrote it? They got potential. Whoever wrote this story. You know what I'm saying? But they left out. They didn't do a lot of things right though. It's we are finding out now.
So I guess they was still talking to him on. Now, light. Big them stop at the. Was a flashing red. Big them stop at the light. Right? Car that was parked on the. And Big them got ready to take off. Is the car. Listen to what I'm saying. The car that parked on the corner of the museum.
Now y'all gotta help me out, man. I mean, I wasn't no valedictorian, nothing, man. I could not be up to speed too. I heard him say before this, he never walked off the street to see who was in the car. What? You don't know what kind of the car that was on the corner. What kind of car? What color it was? Who was driving? Look like it. See, you the police, Jenny. We ain't the police. You are. But we know these questions. They're just normal shit people ask. So you got all your stories on YouTube, your 50 times telling you never gave a description of the car on the corner. Let's go back a little snippet, y'all, and see how he interrate. So we can hear him loud on top. No description, no who was driving, no how many occupants, nothing. Make model, nothing. Tenant, nothing. Let's see.
On the, you understand? Now, we run the light. Big them say it was a flashing light. Big them stop at the light. Right? The car on the corner. And Big them got ready to take off. Is the car. Listen to what I'm saying. It was the car that parked on the corner of the museum. We never left them. Big them never left the museum. And Big was shot. So when Lil C's, they say, your car pull up. Yeah, the car did pull up. He was right parked at the corner. car was parked at the corner. So when Lucille got ready to take off, he got ready to make the right there. He parked there all night. It was a setup.
See y'all, this the punch. Nothing beats the ambush. Just told us, Gene. And y'all, understand this, man. You gotta be hard on Big Gene, because he hard on the head. Fuck him. Look, that nigga said, I halfway walked up and checked 5 cars out of 9. I didn't check the other 4 or 5. It might have been 10. I didn't walk up that far. I also don't know who's in there was a car. So all of a sudden, when you off and run the light, cross the motherfucking light, you supposed to be looking the way y'all going. You see the car on the corner. Hit her big like really.
Ambush. It was a setup. That car was parked there all night. So dude to the side like this and start blasting. Tone said, yo, somebody pointing the gun at bitch, sees everything. I'm trying to turn around, so now I go to...
He trying to turn around, so how did you... It was the car on the corner. I'm just telling y'all real shit that I just heard and we ain't heard listening to it. Me and my team, we ain't heard listening to it. We understanding that he time, but we just said, that nigga said, what y'all? I was turning around to try to see. When Tone said, meaning Tone, all this is possessive pronouns. I see Biggie finna get shot at. Meaning, the person in front of Gene, they're in the Suburban, a 3-row joint. What I'm picturing. A rental, I'm gonna throw it in. Damn it, and he wasn't looking, obviously, because he said, let the seat back, and he wasn't even comfortable. He was doing whole ass shit. So when it happened, he had to try to turn around and see. So how you know what the car was going on? I'm just asking a question that you must ask if we don't have, brother.
Door. When I go to open the door, you hear something go, the fucking Kenny runs the gas. Not going back, going forward. I'm like, yo, Kenny, what the fuck is you?
When you hear gunshots towards your way, riding down the street in the car, that's what you do, motherfucker. What the fuck you gonna stupid ass nigga? Now you about to make me mad. See, I've been mellow with you the whole, as I get further and further, you making me madder and madder. It's like they turn the alp on the stove, man. You is lying your old ass off. Let's go eat some Piccadilly free every Wednesday, man. Shut the fuck up. I won't be on your ass.
Doing, bro. Say, yo, somebody shoot. Yo, they shoot that nigga. Turn this motherfucker around, Kenny. Kenny. We don't know. You said they shoot big them. You understand? So now, Kenny stops the car, backs up, do a U-turn, turn the corner, and start driving big them. This motherfucker takes off right, driving. We stopped the car.
So the person that shot Biggie already gone, y'all. Now this when we start keeping up with the time frame, what he's saying. Okay, the shooter allegedly shot Biggie. He's already turned right. They gone. Y'all should have chased them then, Big Gene. Honestly, if y'all want to chase their ass, you already saw. See, this is what I'm not understanding. This is what he's saying. They turned around right, y'all. Y'all riding towards Biggie and them. Y'all, you said, Gene, y'all see the shooters turn right. Why part of them then? Damn it, fuck that shit. Why y'all, what? Y'all ain't no EMT. Y'all want to see who they hit up Biggie, right? So y'all ride towards Biggie and see the car. The Tone said just shot at Biggie and turned. So instead of chasing them, y'all waste more time and go pull up in front of Biggie. Now, keep on listening, y'all, and watch how much time he's saying that. That guy at least be a minute. So far, we gonna say they already passed.
Right in front of Big's car. I'm talking about you got out right in front of the car. Because when the guns went up, that fucking head, put your head down in the motherfucking shoot your ass. Tone looking back, Steve Jazz looking.
Then no security years later trying to ruffle your feathers saying when gunshots rang out, you put your head down the hill. Understand what I'm saying? This your security trying to heckle you saying like you did the wrong thing and you done hired this dumb ass to be security. When you hear gunshots, you get down and look around and shit. So what are you supposed to do? I'm just asking. If he the boss.
Looking back, and I'm trying to look back. So Puff runs around our car and the big side. Now, I'm behind Puff. Everybody in big car is going to look a fucking airplane. All the doors is open. Except Big. Puff said, yo, you here? You all right? You all right? You all right? Big, you all right? Nigga said a motherfucking word, man. You understand? And a tone said, King, get.
There's 2 minutes, y'all. There's 2.5 minutes, y'all. And after they pulled up and cut out Biggie's truck, so all this getting out and come out. He's saying a lot of bullshit, y'all. So you gotta count this time, man. He's saying they pulled up, they already ran 3 lights, but they ain't get it, but they ran 1 at least. So they ran 1 light, made it all the way down the street, down the gunshots, had to pull up. Now y'all wasting more time. Y'all been saw the shooter pull off. You know the description of the car because you looking at the motherfucker. If you telling us, that means you, Tone, did it, everybody who was driving, Kenny, everybody in your car, brother. These your words. Everybody in the car with you was turned facing the shooter as he turned right. So everybody in the car with you saw exactly who the fuck it was. The season have to see. But since you want to say that, now we're gonna say what is it now? It's 2.5 minutes, man. We're gonna say 2.5 minutes. Puff done hopped out, ran Biggie, he ain't saying nothing. You looking at him, security, looking at you, security, you don't know what to do. Go ahead.
Come on. Me and Tone hops in the fuck up, he start flying. We see the car going down, you know, going up the street. Tone trying to.
They don't see the car, y'all. He said they still see the car. The man said they still see the car. After they turned around, saw the nigga turn right, hop out, check on Biggie, hop back in the car, bag up, go that way. Y'all still see him? This is the Tyler Perry stand tubing like script, man. This is crazy shit he telling us, man. Somebody needs to call Big team and like, man, look. Like a team that comes second place in the championship, or the NCAA run up, like, this ain't the championship. This store got more holes than a piece of Swiss cheese. This is Swiss cheese. It's the whole story, y'all.
Tone doing 90. He trying to do 100. The car go, had a government chip in that motherfucker. Then anytime you try to.
Renault got a government chip in it. See, I hate to keep stopping it, but I got to because he keep lying. I can't let him get away, y'all. Look at me, the rental. Y'all done put stickers on the rental truck, all that type shit. You saying this in other stores, man. Y'all in a rental car, man. A rental car doesn't have a chip in it, man. Not no police chip. Somebody help. Is this nigga lying fabric? I don't know, because I'm confused. If I was watching this or reading it, I would be very confused, man. Typing in YouTube right now, man, the Biggie getting in the car. It's on there, man. It's on y'all right now. While y'all looking at me like, let me type this. It's on there. That's about the 18th contradiction. Now, you done chase the nigga, you and Paul chasing. It's 3 minutes, man. Not to mention the biggest small is laid out. Shot. Why they doing the ground shot?
Do over 100, that shit'll go cussing like a motherfucker saying, yo, I wish I had my motherfucking truck, man. This shit is crazy. You understand? So we steady trying to get close to this motherfucker. We close to this motherfucker. We see this nigga just doing the car, take a motherfucking right at the top of the hill or top of it like that, and then we get up there, he gone. I said, Tone, let's get back, man. Might need us. So we get back to the museum in the same place. So anybody call the police? Anybody call now? Stevie J said he called them and everything like that. You understand?
have to call 911. That's the point I was saying earlier. Remember, y'all, the EMT, the fire department, the police was already there shutting down the party. They know that because they just looked at them. What James said, told them to get the fuck out that motherfucker. It was too much smoke, whatever he said. So y'all know that they are on the scene. Not to mention, you and Tone just chased the nigga and made 3 rights. And you have said in your storytelling that 3 rights ain't nothing but a circle. So I mean, y'all went around the building on the other side where the motherfucking police was already. They didn't see the nigga come by, zooming past. After you smoke a nigga like he allegedly just did, I know he wasn't doing a speed limit, Jack. And you saying they still in the same spot. Where they supposed to go? Security gone. What if them niggas double back? You kill everybody out there. Why y'all allegedly when they chased the ghost car, man? 4 minutes. We gonna say that though. 4 minutes. Man, y'all done came back. Biggie still laid out, y'all. This 4 minutes, it's a Biggie Small laid out.
So then, D them left. Before I left? Yeah, before I left, D Rocks. Oh shit, motherfucking head like this. He said, "Yo, they got my man. They got my." You understand? So now me and Tony's back at the scene. They still haven't made the ambulance there. There's nothing. The ambulance, the fire truck was on.
He finna say they're on the other side, so why y'all don't go get them, bro? They didn't hear the gunshots ring out. Ain't nobody run hollering. We just saw on camera that they heard it. It's on camera. Biggie got shot. What's the name of that page, man? Go type that motherfucker in. Notorious Big HD. Type that in, y'all. Notorious Big Shoot. Put HD in parentheses, and it's gonna pop up the shoe of Biggie Small. There's cars out there. And people from the other side should have got alerted from the gunshot if it was like that. They hit Biggie about 4 or 5 times, but we still gonna count some minutes. But Biggie losing his life in the speed.
On the other side of the museum, it was still nobody out there. Wasn't no crowd going around or none of that shit.
Liar.
So now, me being who I am, I go back to the museum. You're in the driveway. You understand? So I'm posted up, just listening. They ain't yet. So I'm in the court.
He posted up, Fubu commercial. Biggie Small still laid out. We're gonna go to minute 5.
Corner where Puff we museum, and I see DJ Quick on Everything I Love. DJ Quick is on his cell phone. Okay? And DJ said, yo, bad boy, gosh, I think they got them niggas. They said they was gonna get him. They said they was gonna get him out of his mouth.
So, look, man. Right? Y'all gotta be following me, man, what we saying, man. This man walked down to us, posted up the post for 5 minutes. Now you sitting there looking around, say you scoping the scene, man. I don't know what the fuck you doing. You should have called 911. You can get everything up. Damn it, you looking around now. DJ Quick out there and said they were gonna get him. You been a gorilla, bona fide, certified stepper if you claim to be. What happened, man? All I heard is another minute has passed. So we're gonna say 6 minutes, man. Biggie still laid out, and you down there reminiscing.
Okay, now. Now, I'm going towards him. He see me coming towards him. Nigga, put one down, grab. Yo, G, we about to go, man. Come on, what the water down here? I was like, yo, man, all right. So then we run back to the car. Now we go back to the car, and we hop in the car. Puff is in the car with Big now. So I said to them, right there, Puff was on the side, right there, still consoling Big, saying something like, and Kenny got in their car now. Kenny was our driver at first. Puff said, you know where the hospital at? You know what hospital? Because I guess they got tired of work waiting for the ambulance and thing. You understand? He said, well, you know what the hospital? Kenny said, yeah, I know what hospital at. Now, we didn't know the hospital was 2 blocks away. Blocks away.
But y'all knew the fire department was there, the police was there. You see, they were on the other side of the museum. So this one was closer. Going on a wild goose hunt to find a motherfucking hospital. I know way back then, the motherfucking GPS game probably was ridiculous. So y'all may not didn't have GPS. Fuck GPS. Motherfucking help was there, nigga. And all y'all smart, educated, strategic gangsters, nobody thought, you know what? The fire department's here. Let me go fetch one. Ain't nobody say that. Not to mention, we see the police on the fucking camera of the video that we're telling y'all to go look at. They in the driveway with the lights on when y'all was getting in the car. Who can't make it up? Can't make up nothing that happened 30 years ago. There's one thing that don't never change, y'all, the truth. But you're not gonna fucking change. It can be goddamn unraveled. This lies are getting unraveled, man, because this ain't making no sense.
Puff got in the car seat where Lil C's was at, behind Big. I said, whatever y'all do, don't let him go to sleep. Don't Big get his he was hit. Don't let him go to sleep. Keep talking to him, keep him up. Don't let him, whatever you do. Kenny said to Big, yo, Big, I'm gonna get you to the hospital. Head back, and his eyes to the top of his head, and he said, just do it, man. That's the last thing I heard him say. So when Lil C's talking, he ain't say nothing. The man told Kenny, just do it. Put his head back and just do it.
Man, y'all know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I want 2 chili dogs tomorrow and a motherfucking slush and Sunday. I know y'all like, what the fuck does that mean? No, just like what he said, don't, who gives a fuck? Look, bro, that's the punchline I'm telling y'all. He trying to throw us off. Big and lean this hand back. And look, see, you want to argue about the wrong thing and try to direct the point to that. That ain't fuck all that. You remember all that, but you don't remember the right thing, man. That making sense, man. Starting to look foul. Very foul. Been foul out the game. You got 5 fouls. Damn it, one more, man. You got to go put the screen clothes. You already got them on. As my nigga said, you send them to the motherfucking can for 14 years. You got them clothes on. For some reason, you ain't never said it on there. That will make me have to listen and watch your story too. Because I'm like, what makes a man talk about another man nut sex every day if the man that they talking about ain't never did that to them? You ain't never came on here and said, you know what, man, stuff for me and my family. Shit, we were late on the dick. They ain't never did. Nigga, the nigga sick of that nigga, y'all, allegedly. I'll make a video about it though. Or after this, man, y'all can tap in and look though. But this nigga don't show no birthday for this, man. Gene sent him to the can 14 years. So him and this nigga laid Gene down, man. Caught Gene coming out the club, he looking like Pablo Escobar. See, that boy was bling in my thing. Everywhere. Diamond, gold, everywhere. They followed him, got him. Gene got on the stand. Sent him to the can. Damn it. 15 years, nigga. That nigga, look, 15 years, motherfucker. You talking about he ain't trying to send Puffy to jail.
So now we following Kenny in the spirit. Tone is cussing his motherfucking ass off. Saying, what's wrong with Kenny? We was driving, going up the curb and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Tone is my witness. Tone said, what the fuck is, why is he driving like that? He should be running lights, dodging and everything like that. He would stop at the fucking light, then wait and see if it's all clear, then go in the whole 9 yards. Come on, man. Tone said, I wish I knew where the hospital was at. Tone, act, you know I ain't lying. I wish I knew where the hospital was at. So we driving this motherfucker and stuff like that, and Tone them coming like, yo, this shit is playing out in my motherfucking head. I didn't know who did the shooting at the time or none of it. This shit is playing out in my head. I'm like, oh, shit. You understand? Now, we get to the hospital. Somebody run in the hospital, get the They get the gurney with the attendant, the doctors, and everybody run out. So we got to get Big out the car.
Y'all telling me I'm running out. Recipe big is small, man. Man. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? That nigga said we pulled up. Doctors, nurses, everybody ran out. Man, look, who believe that one? That's why I go back to the whole bloody picture. Somebody put everybody run down the panic. What happened? Nobody know Biggie shot. Did you tell it? So why would they run down the panic with the gurney? All you had was somebody shot. So the doctors, the nurses, everybody ran out when they heard that. In California.
So now we open the door, big. I think D-Rock is inside. He got him up, and Paul is on the other side. Yeah. So we trying to move Big legs up. So when we go to move, I see that he had urinated, and his pants was wet all over. So I dropped his leg. I'm like, oh shit. And I said to myself, for this kid. And then I got back on top of it and I grabbed him. And as we lifted him, I know that he had defecated on himself. So I knew he did.
Hey man, I bet our maker, my our creator is moonwalking. Been like, I can't wait. I got the episode. I bet he can't wait to see this. You got a lot of questions now, man. You don't sound right, man. It's proof or not, motherfucker. So you looking at him, you supposed to be on security, nigga. You ain't never saw nobody shot before, pussy ass nigga. That's how you were acting, nigga. You acting like a wounded woman, boy. I'm tired of this thing, y'all. You just talked about puffing nutsack for too long. You got to stop this man from talking about this man nutsack. Please. Anybody look up. When I see Gene Deal name, I know Diddy nutsacks on the page. Every conversation. But nigga asking you how you feel about what you want to kick off another woman with a man, but you sitting there answering the question without getting offended, without saying, look her, this ain't no part of journalism. This is some, I ain't talking about, you ain't got to talk about that. Damn, you got to talk about that. Man, go watch some of the interviews, man. For all the time talking about this shit. He grown, you nigga here, got the baby. His grandbaby might have grandbaby. That nigga 63 years old, y'all. You got this shit. Get the fuck over it.
So I was fucked up. So we get on the thing, they rushing inside. So now I guess and those 23 motherfuckers who was locked with us, they done made it to the hospital, left these house and everything like, or they just or didn't make it or whatever like that. There's all these motherfuckers in the emergency talking shit, talking about, yo, that's Notorious Big. I was like, yo, y'all get the fuck out this hospital right now and let these people do their fucking job. Clear this motherfucker out, because the hospital people trying to clear him out. He was making a lot of noise, and there was other patients, there was other people there, and something like that. So I helped them clear a motherfucker out the hospital. So when they clear out the hospital, I go and I get on my phone. I'm calling Unc, calling Zip, and I'm calling Chaz. Chaz is telling me, yo, I'm on my way over there, man. I was on my way over to the museum, you understand? But I'm on my way over there now, you understand? Chaz got a couple of cars with dudes all in.
Not to be bringing up the name that's been mentioned in the killing of Tupac, but say y'all would keep it deep, kick shit, shooting dice, bringing up Bill, bringing up Chad. You bringing up all these familiar names that's affiliated with that case. You was incriminating a whole lot of people. Now you think that you slick. I don't know what you were trying to do, what type of extortion blackmail you had going, but really, man, this is not a good story, man. Somebody should have knocked your little cold water off that stool We'll put you some hot tea right there. They're like, this what we want, Big Gene, hot tea. You don't want no cold water. But this what this is, a cold water ass story.
And then know the deal, you know. He said, y'all gonna be all right, man. You just, yo, tight. Cool. I'm talking about y'all, I'm on my way. Right. So now, into the hospital, you know, I go back into the room now. So you know, runs out the hospital on the back.
The nigga came out and he grabbed my arms. And when he grabbed my Gee, we gotta pray. We gotta pray. I said, I put his hands down. I say, pray for what? That nigga. And walk the hospital to the door.
Foul number 6, man. This nigga out the game, y'all. Gene, go put your clothes on. We don't want to see you. Ejection, flagrant foul, whatever you want to call it. Puffy, I don't know, Puffy, if you let him say this anyway, I know he ain't fuck with Biggie. So you probably, if he did, you probably would have let him. But who out there in America would let this nigga in there? One of y'all niggas laid out, y'all in the hospital, he throw your hands down when you trying to come together with spiritual word for your brother that's hurt and say, pray for what? That nigga dead. Great, man. Mine would have been, we would got, look, man, it wouldn't have been like this. You know, they happy public is the only thing I love, man. That's my mama, man. My nigga laid out like this. One of my niggas kick like this. You security, nigga, outside ass nigga. I'd have been put anyway, put you. Bitch, you reading the heaven. Oh, I was so bad here. Bitch, I look, would have talked so bad, Puff that nigga would have been, if they say Puff a tired, you should have touched one thing. I'd have pointed my finger right in his big ass face. Bitch, wait till we get back to New York, ho. He got it. What he saying and I still like it's cool. I told him, nigga, that ain't nothing to tell nobody, nigga. The fuck are you supposed to be?
And I didn't mean it in the way hurt, because nigga, you ain't listen to me. You knew somebody had to die. You knew coming out to Cali, you know, after we've been a man in Atlanta, we're dealing with the people, you understand, who killed Pop. You understand? You knew somebody had to die, bro. And if you didn't know, nigga, you should have known. So I pushed his hands off me, you understand, and walked back out the hospital to the door. So now, come in. Paul said, yo, Gene, we got to Diego. They about to fly him out. I said, what? He said, yeah, we about to get Puff to San Diego. You're gonna fly him out. Andre Harrell is setting him on a jet to San Diego, want to private jet to fly him out. He's like, I don't know. I said, yeah, all right. Cool. But everybody loads up except C's, media people that was with Big now. And we about to take Puff to San Diego. Me and Groovy Lou back at the hotel. You understand? And
them I said, I ain't never heard a nigga name, y'all. Who the fuck is Groovy Lou? Somebody enlighten me. Unlock character. I watched this story a couple times. I ain't catch that name. Who the hell is Groovy Lou? So you and the guy named Groovy Lou went back, doing another job, want to sign a school. So that's this nigga goes. Everything you told us so far is lacking the courage of a real dedicated security. How you watch TV, brother? Watch nothing. If I had something for value, but you ain't doing it. All that's the only thing you doing is telling another grown man's business and paid for doing it. Now I can't knock you for that like this. You gonna be a gospel ass nigga when you 65? That's just what you gonna be. But that's what you have turned into. If you bonafide, certified, helpful, allegedly, not anymore, man. I'm here to tell you, now you are no different from a Winnie or Sharon Shuffle. You might as well go get a job on The View. Go get Junior a motherfucking application for The View, y'all. Say we got 6, 7 niggas that like to talk. Damn it.
Shit up. You understand? Because the night before that, he had company. You understand? And then Ruby Lewis was finna pack her shit up. Nigga, you better not pack that in off shit. You understand? Cause Sally Richards shit there the night before that. Because she was at the party. Cause
now you tell it, business. Tell it, man, look, set your ass up. I promise y'all, if y'all see him on an interview, y'all from live, why y'all just don't win the comment section like, look here, people, on all caps, triple caps. Set your talking ass up, man. Why you telling me this? So what Sally Richards got to do with it? I ain't never saw no grown man gossip like this, dog. I promise, I swear to God I have.
I want to show the fuck off. He got Collie Richards right there, the motherfucker, the same table, at the same kind of boss ass niggas, baby, and his mistress's girlfriend right there at the same motherfucking time, nigga. You showing off, and this kid die because you want to show your fucking ass off.
This man is look, y'all. If I was his kinfolk, man, I'd have been cussed this nigga ass out, man. Like, don't bring that nigga around me, man. I've been told my kinfolk, look, man, that nigga, I ain't straight. Because how is security blaming the nigga that hired him to be security about somebody that during the time where they out and the deal? That's what you were hired for. So why are you mad what Puffy doing? Why are you hating on him having 61 time, man? You must, look, I ain't never heard him say he had a girl in there too. It ain't something, ain't registered. I'm telling y'all. I always say it ain't, y'all got to understand. It ain't been one night, 16, they been sitting there with the big long ass Stacey Adams on, waiting on Puffy to come out one of them FOs. They said, ain't you tired of watching this nigga little sexy ass day, big daddy? Come back here and holler at me. He ain't fell victim one day. You ain't did nothing wrong. You an angel, you ain't did nothing wrong. You ain't did nothing, but you have. You just want to admit to it. You admit to it without knowing this whole story is your wrong. I repeat, it's like Puppet Town going to the camera, like, let me tell you about why Michigan go black and blaming him. Y'all be like, why the fuck Puppet blaming Big Gene for Mason not going platinum? Big Gene ain't no A&R. Y'all, Puppet's not a security staff. No one out there was but security. He ain't blame no security, y'all. Man, think about it. He didn't blame everybody but security for a security breach. This is some bullshit.
And some fucking vibe part. We get all that shit up. I throw her shit in the garbage. Lou taking shit like that to the motherfucking hotel. Cause Chaz was following us. Chaz was following us with a convoy of people. And Chaz, Paul stopped the motherfucking. I said, what's up? He said, yo, who that? The nigga, that's Chaz now. Nigga, I called him. He said, yo, you don't need all that. I said, nigga, what that? Nigga, Big just got killed. What the fuck you don't mean we need all that? Who gonna roll up on us, bro? So, Chaz and them see me back to the hotel. It was at the Hills. And
you should have said all that at first, y'all. When Puffy didn't listen to him, you should have said it then. If you gave argument about hanging on the car, when you said you heard somebody was coming for y'all, you should have said, look here, bro. Look here, bro. And look, you just cut them off. Look, they want you to went out on your job. You're like, man, you gonna thank me for this tomorrow. But I heard somebody coming. We need to be prepared. We need to be really prepared. We don't need to take that prepared. We need to be yes, sir. Damn it. You want prepared, James. You wasn't 10 toes, didn't I? You like 2 toes. You running around doing everything but watching your man or your man. You can sit here and watch Biggie. If you gave him off the ball, why you ain't blaming Paul? Why you ain't blaming nobody else? You blaming everybody but security, man. Sound like a person who don't like to take accountability, man. Like
The next I hear, Puff has already made it to motherfucking New York. Chaz, they took me out to some garlic steakhouse and everything. And he was like, yo, listen, man, you ready to go? He put me on the plane and everything like that. And I come back to New York. And, you know, my phone is on fire, everything is going up. I'm calling, you know. While I was out there, I called Slick, I called Shay. I was telling her, yo, little Shay, yo, Big got killed. She used to come to all our, you know, she used to hang out and, you know, be out there, smoke with the whole 9 yards, and just be at all the parties. A good friend of mine. I called a couple family members, people that I knew, and they couldn't believe it. They said, yo, that shit is all over the radio. All over the radio. So, that's what happened. And
well, people. Well. What y'all think? Y'all think that's what happened? Listen to what Big James said, man. The head of security. I'm gonna say you head of security. Everything you telling us is about shit. You making movies and telling niggas what to do stuff at the right time. But the point, the majorist point, you got to think about you. Majorist, fuck everything else he said. Damn. This was a football game. We're going back over the game and watching it analyze and happen like this. Point. You're gonna save the game, Bob. You're gonna stop them from going away. That's the ops. You would walk your lazy fat buffalo chicken ass all the way up the street to see the car on the corner. Since you said they were there. Now if they were already there, they might have been in the car. You would have looked in the car since you so observant and saw them. And maybe they wanted it, they did. If you walked all up the street, you see the car been there all night. You say that to a man, I want to check for that car out of 10. So you take out the car. You put your fat lazy ass up there and looked in every car like a real OG security nigga would. They got this big shooter. Look and say, what these 2, 3 weird motherfucker who else in the car doing things right here? No, you ain't even after no motherfucking car. You would have observed and already, hey man, look, it's a car down there. You know what I'm saying? You would have already, y'all would have went the other way or when they addressed the situation before it took place or something. It may not never happen. But instead, they won. Out of everything you see, I done pointed out a lot of lies in this story, y'all. It's a lot of lies and legacy, about this whole last night story. But the biggest, the one thing that could have changed was the whole motherfucking hip hop for 30 years. Big James, you like the nigga on the movie. Big James could have changed hip hop, y'all, if he would have checked the last 4 cars. Let that shit sink in. Let it sink in. When you smoke your blunt and Biggie come on, and you heard you and give it one more chance, and you be like, you know what? I was listening to my nigga on YouTube. He did make a point. He laid there would have checked every car. Them folk might not even had got bigger. They might have pulled off his poop. Might have let him slide. He might have made it back to where he stayed. And Biggie could have been on BET right now talking about what he made it to. Instead of us talking about what happened when the security nigga, shit, don't give a damn actually. He know a lot, but he don't know nothing. Understand what I'm saying? He told us a lot. He told us one thing though. Yeah, I don't know if he knew he was telling. He said it one more time. I want y'all to remember this. So y'all leave it. I mean the big thing here, security. Looked up the street with 9, 10 cars. I checked 5 on them. The other 4, 5 cars, I didn't check. He said they rolled up the street. He couldn't turn around and see. The buff was on. He didn't see nothing. But his words, he was the car on the corner. He was there all night. How you know there all night when you walk up there? First of all, but if you did walk up there, they didn't put hop in the car. You said they was there all night. You would have walked up there, looked and saw some fishing motherfuckers looking like they would do something. So you could have changed the topic. You really a big team part of hip hop, and I know it. Your limit called a lot of niggas. Listen to bullshit, they ain't gonna listen to them. The big one will still be driving. Bad boy may still be whatever they was. Public might not even turn to a tyrant, to a maniac, to a fucking killer like he's turned to now. Maybe things would be different. Pop Power been already gone. Rest in peace, Pop, because it had already happened. But you could have stopped Biggie. Biggie might have been the biggest CEO. You could have been like Don Cornelius. Starting a TV show or something. What the fuck could have happened? Because of your blemish. You keep on telling me. I thought, you fucked up hip hop. Take that with y'all when y'all get off, bro. Big James fucked up hip hop. That one blemish fucked up hip hop, y'all. Don't believe me? Go listen to the story. Make your own see. You get that in, man. I salute you. Y'all tell me y'all think. Get no incidents. We gonna come back on here. Post a video with it, just saying he gave him 14 years in the can. Thing that is ain't got nothing to do. Nothing I wanna know but truth or is it a lie? There's no in between. Is it truth or is it a lie? This nigga lying. Obviously, y'all. But hit that like button, please. Subscribe, man. This is the one.